Hey guys, welcome back to markdillon.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, I certainly hope you will subscribe and help me get brain freeze. I don't remember how many YouTube subscribers I have right now, but help me get some more. I would really appreciate it. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to edit these darn videos, and when I make a mistake like that, I can go back and fix it. But help me get some more subscribers. So on to today's question, which I have to say it was is very the email is very cute. It's from Sergio and he's from Spain, so where there were some grammatical and language differences that I thought were very charming. But I'm going to read the corrected version rather than as he said it. He says, "Hi Mark, excuse my English. I'm from Spain and I can make mistakes. I'm 19 and gay, but I'm not attracted to guys my own age, except of course you. Thank you, Sergio. Although I'm not really your age, I'm about 10 years older than you. So, uh, anyway, he says, I feel attracted to older men, about 40 to 60. And I'm dating a 50-year-old guy who likes me too. What do you think about these relationships?" Hmm. All right. Well, listen, first of all, I want to say that when I give my opinion about a relationship where there's an age difference, that's based on it being a real relationship, not some dysfunctional sugar daddy or sugar mama type thing where you've got a ridiculously dysfunctional dynamic and two people who are denying reality, which is never a good way to live, and certainly doesn't create long term happiness. But if we're talking about a real relationship, whether it be straight or gay, and there's a large age difference, um, I certainly think that it's possible for it to work and work well. And I think both people can add a lot of value to the other one's life. Sometimes I also think that it's important to realize what it is that you like about a person. So, for example, I've met people who are attracted to an older man or woman and talk to them about it, and they just say, you know what? I've always been attracted to people older than me. I don't know what it is, but it's just a natural preference. And then you meet other people, and as you talk to them, you kind of realize they're looking to fill a void, or they want some sense of security and that kind of thing. So I do think it is important to do a little bit of self-reflection and ask yourself why. And the reason for that is if you're looking for security and you think that just dating somebody who's older and more established provides any real security, that's a bit of a fallacy. I mean, it's just not true. The security comes from the quality of the relationship itself. So there may be something about this older person being more mature that helps with that. But just because the person is older, by no means creates more security in and of itself. But anyway, so just ask yourself that. Now, I think that at 19, you're in the very infancy of your adult life. You're just getting started. You're just getting established. You're going to have a career to build and life lessons to learn and all of that. So, in my opinion, I think the big difference and the big problem with a significant age difference is not just the number of years in between you, but it's the fact that you're often at different stages in your life, and there's a huge imbalance in terms of the experience that both parties bring to the table. So that I mean, those are not insurmountable obstacles, but they can make it more difficult. But at the end of the day, you love who you love. You're attracted to whoever you're attracted to. And if you find somebody who makes you feel good about yourself, you care about them, and that's reciprocal, and you can't wait to get home to this person, I wouldn't let an age difference be an obstacle that deters you from pursuing that. So I mean that's just my take on it. I know sometimes people say, "Listen, it's never going to work. There's too big of an age difference," and I certainly see uh, validity in those points. I mean, if you here, let's take this to the extreme. If you've got somebody who's a young professional, uh, let's say 25 or 30, and he meets somebody who is 65 or 70, that is such an incredibly hard thing to work out because you've got one person who's in the beginning of their career, which they're going to have to devote a lot of time and effort to. You've got another person who's kind of on the tail end of their I don't want to say productive years, but you guys know what I mean. At 70, the person is probably thinking about retiring and slowing down, enjoying life not a, not doing nothing, but in a different way, be a little bit more leisurely, not feeling rushed or pressured, and both outlooks are healthy at their respective ages. But it's kind of hard to take a young, driven professional guy and expect him to be super compatible with somebody who is 40 years his senior, who's slowing down, who is just has a different outlook. And then you also have health issues. You've got the younger person who's likely to be, healthy for a far longer time. If somebody is in their 60s or 70s, there's a high likelihood that over the next 10, 15, 20 years, there's going to be some serious things going on that require attention. Is the younger person going to be able to deal with those? Are they going to be able to provide the support and the help at the expense of other things in their life? So, there are things to really think about. At 19, you're certainly pretty young to be dating somebody who's 50. But, if it works for you and you're happy, great. If it ends up not working, you remember how I said there's a difference in experience between you and somebody who's 50? Well, if it doesn't work, this will help you gain that experience and you'll become a little bit wiser for it. But give it a go, Sergio. You don't, if it's a healthy relationship and you guys are having fun, um, give it a go until you notice a problem with it that needs to be addressed, is all I can say. So thank you for the email, and guys, thank you for tuning in to markdillon.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.